So in this video, I'm going to be talking about the third eye, basically what it is, how you can cleanse it, and what you can do to awaken it. I look a little crazy right now, I should have mentioned that before. So this look is kind of a Halloween look. I decided to do this look and talk about it because I feel like just making a tutorial and not really talking about it wouldn't make much sense. So basically the third eye is a chakra. It's located in between your forehead and your eyeballs. Basically it helps you with intuition, psychic abilities, basically anything to do with interpretation, creativity even. If your third eye is blocked or you're feeling kind of spacey, you can do a couple of things to cleanse it. So the first thing I like to do is take a salt bath. I feel like salt baths are really beneficial when you're really just feeling down or stressed out, or your chakras don't feel like they're quite aligned. If you know pranic healing, you know what I'm talking about when I say that you feel off. It could be because of your chakras. So if you already do energy work, I definitely recommend using either bright white light or purple light. Actually is really great for the chakras as well, especially the third eye and anything above the heart chakra. So the crown chakra, third eye chakra, forehead chakra, and the throat chakra all benefit from purple light specifically. So if you're an energy worker and you know what I'm talking about, then definitely try that out and let me know how it goes. Clearing those up with a salt bath and a quick energy reboot is the perfect thing to do to start. Now, if you get out of the bath and you feel kind of foggy still, I would go and cleanse it. So what I like to do is grab a crystal. Depending on my mood, depending on what I want the crystal to be used for, I'll use specific ones. A quick example of a crystal that I like to use for healing is amethyst. This is my amethyst stone. I have a lot of them, but this is the closest one that I have to me, so I'm going to use this as an example. So basically you would take your crystal. I recommend using polished stones if you've never done this before, because polished stones I find are a little less energetic than the rough ones are. But basically you take the crystal, place it in between your forehead and your eyeballs, so basically right up here. You're gonna put it right up here and you're just gonna let it sit there for a bit. I like to do this laying down because it's easier to stabilize the crystal that way, but you can sit there and just sit like this and just cleanse your third eye. You're gonna want to program the crystal to do so. With the intent of cleansing your third eye, you're going to want to place it there and just kind of meditate with it. I keep doing it because it feels really good. You can also cleanse your third eye with sage. I don't recommend just placing sage on your forehead like I did with the crystal, but you can light some sage, smoke it around your face, smoke it around your body, and kind of focus it in this general area, focusing on this area here. So intention is the most important thing that you're going to want to do. I feel like when you set that intention, it amplifies the energy of what you're trying to do, if that makes sense. Yeah, that's how you cleanse it. To awaken your third eye, if you're really struggling and you can't figure out what's going on, I definitely recommend working with tarot cards if you haven't already. Things that can open your intuition, tarot cards, pendulum work, even like just pranic healing, if you're into that. Reiki is also really great for opening your third eye and kind of awakening it if you've never done that before. I definitely recommend going to a practitioner for that, either a pranic healing practitioner or a Reiki practitioner. Tell them what you want. If you want your third eye cleansed, let them know that. If you want it to reboot your system, ask them to do that as well. So yeah, that's how I like to cleanse my third eye. I also do a lot of meditation. I feel like meditation opens all of your chakras to energy. So if you're feeling really low, if you're feeling really upset, you just sit down and meditate for a few minutes. Even if it's just 5 minutes a day or 5 minutes when you can, it will help you improve your psychic ability, intuition, open your third eye up, get that crown chakra working. It's really underrated in the community, but meditation is so important. I feel like if you're just starting out, meditation is the place to start. Is there anything else I want to say about that? I feel like following your instincts, I feel like, is most important. Whatever you feel like will cleanse out that bad energy. Anything that you think will help you, I recommend doing that. So it's different for everybody. This is what works for me. It might not work for you, but I definitely think meditation can help everybody. So give it a try if you haven't already. I'm gonna be talking about how I did this makeup look. It's pretty easy. It takes a little bit of time, but it's definitely worth it for an easy Halloween costume. So stay tuned for that. So I changed backgrounds because I am sitting on the floor now. So I'm going to be showing you how to do the third eye makeup look. This part of the video is going to be the tutorial. I did this look for Halloween last year and I went as Mother Nature. That was really fun. But this year I'm going to redo it and see if I can maybe execute it a bit better than last year. So this is the look I'm starting with. So you can use any generic look to go as the base. It's kind of the forehead we're going to be focusing on anyway. It's basically a orange look with a red lip. The red lip is actually showing more red on camera. It's actually more of an orangey red in person. I'm probably not going to talk this whole time. I'm probably just going to explain as I'm doing stuff, so bear with me on that. I'm using the NYX Cosmetics 150 palette. It has basically all the colors that I'm going to need in here. I'll show it off more later, but I'm basically just going to do the outline of the eye first in like a light brown. I'm happy with the placement of this eye. I'm going to go in with the NYX Cosmetics Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk, and I'm just going to do the like white parts of the eye, so over here and over. This is what it looks like after I put the jumbo eye pencil on. It's kind of a pointed oval shape. You're going to want to make sure that the eyes connect on both sides. Now I'm going to use the Nye paint pot in Cloud White. It's basically like a dry to wet formula, so I have to wet my brush first. I'm using a really small brush to do this because I want to be super precise with what I'm doing. So it doesn't have to be perfect right now because this is just the first steps. So I'm not gonna really care about what it looks like at the moment, but as you can see, I had left the space in the middle blank because I have two other paint pots that I'm gonna use. I'm using Marine Blue and Cosmic Blue from the Nye palettes again. So I'm using the dark blue one first, the Marine Blue, and I'm gonna go in for the whole pupil, just like right in the middle. So you can really start seeing it come together now with the blue in the middle. So I have basically a big dot on my forehead now. So we're gonna add some dimension with the lighter blue just in a few spots. I'm probably gonna do like down at the bottom, in the corner, and then up there. So we'll still have the base of the dark blue, but we're just gonna have a little bit of highlight with the lighter one. Probably should have waited a bit till it dried. So now that we've added dimension, I'm just gonna go in with powder and kind of touch it up. I'm gonna be using this dark blue and a few of the teals and lighter blues and greens probably, because I want to try to match it to my eye color. Yeah, I don't know. That's what I'm doing. I'm gonna use the only white in the palette and touch up the whites first. So now that that's all touched up for now, I'm going to continue with the blue shadows. So now I'm going to be drawing on the waterline. So basically I'm taking a light brown and just going around the rim here. I'll be using this color or this color. I left a little bit of a gap there, so I'm going to be highlighting that afterwards. So now I'm going to fill in the upper lash line. I'm going to use these grays in the palette to kind of give the edges a little bit of shadow. As you can see on my eyes, I have a bit of shadow in the corners compared to the middle. So we're adding depth by adding the gray. So I'm going to go in with a darker brown on the lash line. I'm going to eventually make it black, but for now I'm going to go in with a dark brown. Then I got the dark brown on. I'm going to create a false crease, so I'm going to go probably this high up around here and make a crease line that's the same shape as the eyeball. I'm going to use a light brown for this. Alright, so now I got my crease on. I'm gonna do probably the same makeup look that I have now on the top of the eyeball. If you're wearing a different makeup look, just copy the same eye makeup that you have on your eyeballs. I'm going to use a extremely dark brown to do the lash line again. So the next thing I'm going to do is highlight that lash line. I'm taking a nice white and just going in between the lines that I did earlier. I'm gonna go in with this pink, and I'm just gonna do both sides of the eye. Since it's only one eyeball, I figured I might as well make it symmetrical and do the pink on both sides. I'm gonna darken this a little bit just with the pink that's right beside it. So I'm gonna take my liquid liner and draw on some lashes. I'm gonna go over the top lash line with the black liner. I'm going to be taking only one of these lashes, and I'm going to be sticking it on the top of the line there. You can't really replicate the look of natural lashes unless you use them, so just remember that you have to be extremely careful when you're using glue. So you're going to want to wait a bit for the glue to dry. You're not going to want it to dry all the way, but you want it so that you can just kind of stick it on and it won't pop off or anything. I think I'm going to darken up the top of the eyeball. It's a little light for me, so I'm going to add some black to it. So now I'm going to go around the pupil again. I'm going to go in with a bit of a darker blue than before. This is going to really bring out the center of the eye and make it stand out after we add that. So I'll be taking this dark blue shade in the same palette that I've been using this whole time, and I'm going to go around the rim. I'm actually going to go in with this NYX Cosmetics Galaxy Chic palette. I'm going to go and use the color Earth for lightening up the center a little bit. I'm going to take this forest green color and I'm going to put it around the rim as well because it's a little too blue for my eyes right now. I'm going to use that same gray that I used before. I'm going to put it on the same parts of my eye that I did before. So this is the fun part. I get to add the blacks of the eyes. I'm going to go in after and add some highlights to those, but right now I'm using the liquid liner from NYX to make that happen. So now I'm going to go outside of the eye and do a line of liquid liner. Okay, that's okay. If you mess up like I just did, work with it. We can fix this. To fill in any gaps in the liner, because I'm actually running out of liner right now, I'm going to fill it in with a black gel. So I'm going to add some light brown to the lower part of the lash line to kind of make it match the top. I'm going to go in again with that white paint pot, and I'm going to add some highlight to the inside of the blue part. I have some highlight in my eyes right now from the light that's going on over there, so I'm going to add similar dots to my eye onto. So I don't actually like this third highlight, so I'm going to get rid of it. If you're not liking the way your eye looks, just fix it however you see fit. So this is the final look on the eye. I feel like it looks pretty good. I didn't match it perfectly to my eyes, but I do like that it looks a little different. Like, you can easily go as Mother Nature, or I don't know, some other kind of third eye creature if you want. It's a super easy costume if you don't have to spend any money. So yeah, I hope you liked it. This is my final form. I'm satisfied with it. I feel like from far away it looks really good. The eye's a bit bigger than last year. I'll insert some photos of what it looked like last year compared to this year, but I'm really happy with this look. So I hope you try it out, and if you do, send me your pictures because I am so interested in that. And let me know if you want to see more makeup tutorials because I'm down for that too.